Hi! Last week I showed you how I decluttered this nook and made it more useful. If you've missed that, you can check it out right here. So it's practical now, sure. I mean, just look at these drawers. They're already packed with things. Is it cozy? No. Does it remind me of my dentist's sterile office? Yeah. Now I don't want that, so let's do something about it. And what we're doing about it first is take a trip to the hardware store. Because you might think I feel comfortable here right now. I don't, it's really hard. So I will need a cushion and I'm going to the hardware store to find something usable. Now I was hoping to find some seat padding foam like cold foam there. That's not my dog, by the way. But they did not have that. What they did have was a polyurethane foam. Now this can also be used for cushions. The downside, however, for this is that it will decrease in seating quality a little quicker than cold foam. But for now it will do the trick. And also it was really the only real option that they had at the moment. So I headed home and cut it into the pieces that I needed. Well, I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely a smell to it that I don't really like, so I hope that will go away. Also, it has this squiggly side and a flat side, so what I'm going to do is put those together. I don't know if you can see it. And then we have two flat sides. And that also offers a solution to the measurements of the foam that I got, because unfortunately the foam is only 100 by 50 centimeters. But the top of the chest is 140 by 47 centimeters. So I'm getting creative by having two layers and overlapping the pieces. And hopefully you won't see anything after I cover it with the cushion cover. For the cushion cover I chose a fairly neutral color because I wanted to look calm and relaxing. This is actually an old curtain that I had lying around, and that will be perfect for this new purpose. To make the cushion cover, I want to first cut out a top and a bottom part, and then one long strip for the three of the sides of the cushion. And the side part on the back I will leave partly open. For that I'm making a separate piece in which I will place a zipper. And who was the little missy who was watching me all the time while I was cutting things on the floor? This is our cute little cat. Her name is Puck and she's 18 years old and she's about to fall asleep. So the first thing I did is make an invisible zipper, and actually it's a whole part that I'm going to sew together in a minute because these are still separated. And the reason I'm doing that first is that it will make it a lot easier to assemble all the pieces together later on. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Let's see if it all fits. Well, I'm not going to lie, this took forever to get in. Because of the foam, it was really hard to get in. It was getting stuck all the time. So I would not really advise doing the same thing. Just make sure you get one big piece of foam and then put it all in at once. Because as you can see, there are still some bumps in here where the two foam pieces meet each other. So I'm going to try if I can still get it a little bit more flat, maybe by putting a box on there. We'll see. But for now, this is the result and we're getting somewhere. But I'm not done yet because I have these two cushions and I want to reuse them because right now we don't really use them anywhere in our home and I do want to use them. Only I don't really like the front of the cushions, but I do really like the back of the cushions. And since they already have an opening, I want to reuse those to make a new set of cushions. Oh, and also I want these cushions to fit this rug, so the whole look will come together. So I'm thinking I want to make the cushions out of this denim. I really love this front color, but I think the back will actually better fit the cushion that we already have. This one. And I think it's easier also to work with different shades of thread on it. I'm thinking about using these colors of threads, and these are all colors that come back in the carpet. So I think that will be a nice touch. Now everything you see is things that I already have and I did not use yet, like the fabric and these threads. And you might think, hey, that's so cool, she's using everything she has. Yeah, that's true, and I'm proud of that. But unfortunately, it also says about how embarrassingly large my fabric stash and thread stash is. Now, what I want to try to do with all these colored threads, because I said I want to use them, but I did not say what for, is to try to make a small embroidery that will match the carpet. And I'm not sure if this will work. It's just something that I want to try, but it's a great way to make use of these threads. And also I want to match the, well, I already said that, match the rug to the cushions. No, the other way around, the cushions to the rug. Yeah, it's getting late, guys, I'm sorry. And because it was getting kind of late and I was really tired, I thought this is the perfect time to take a walk. So it is the next morning, and as you can see, I've put a box over or on the cushion overnight, and it does seem to look a little better. I think it's fine for now. I think it's fine for now. And something else that I'm kind of thinking about is maybe not using the back of this fabric, but the front, because I also kind of like, you know, how this fits together. It's also a little bit of autumny. And that's also a bit of the point, right? To make it a very cozy nook. So I'm undecided which side I will use, but yeah, let's first make a little sketch of what I want to make on it. Yeah, but first, of course, we need to cut the fabric, which I'm doing here. So here we have a little sketch that I made based on the rug. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it. So I try to incorporate these little details that you can see in the middle here, and also the colors that were used. Now I don't have an embroidery machine, so I will have to figure out how to embroider, so to say, with my sewing machine. But I think I can hack that by using straight stitches and the zipper stitches, you know. So that's also why you can see that these things look squarish and not round, because I won't be able to make it round, unfortunately. But you know, I think I want to just see how far we get with this sketch. So here I copied the sketch a little bit. As you can see, I didn't do it all the way. And the reason for that is that I don't know what it will look like when I use the buttonhole stitch. And by the way, I think before I said the zipper stitch, I meant buttonhole stitch. But I'm first going to see how that works out and if I like it. And if it's okay, then I can copy the rest of the sketch on here. But first I'm taking apart the old cushions so I can use the back for my new cushions. So this is what it looks like when you use the buttonhole stitch to embroider. I must say it's not perfect. As you can see, these lines are jagged. I gave it a little press, after which it did look a little better, but still I'm not really satisfied with it, and so I'm deciding to keep the other cushion plain for now, and maybe I'll do some other embroidery or something else in the future. I do like how I incorporated the details of the rug, so there's a small win after all. And so, because this project has been going on far too long for my taste, I finished the cushions by sewing everything together. And with that, this project is done. Before I show you the final result, here's a quick look of what it used to look like, with some decluttering, adding an IKEA chest with our own homemade bills addition, and making all the cushions for this nook. This is the final reveal. If you've stuck around until now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like following me on this journey, then please click like and subscribe. Bye!